Welcome to the World Trade Webcast. I'm Greg Sandler, president of ThinkGlobal.com, the B2B marketplace for global trade leads. This week on the World Trade Webcast, we're focusing on the digital marketer, 10 new skills you must learn to stay relevant and customer-centric. We're back today with authors Larry Weber and Lisa Leslie Henderson to talk about their book. Lisa, Larry, welcome back.
Good to be here.
Great to be here.
Yesterday, you gave us a great overview of the book. Today, let's take a closer look at some of the book's important takeaways a little bit more specifically. So please give us some more insight into this idea that customer experience is a new source of competitive advantage and that it's the key to competing on the basis of, to avoid competing on the basis of price.
Well, in the book, if you really start with the introduction by the formidable George Colony, who was the founder and CEO of Forrester, he sort of has bet the whole Forrester ranch on the future of customer experience, technologies involved in that, the content involved in that, the methodologies involved with that. And it really mirrors a lot what the late Steve Jobs said about creating product. And that was, don't think about the product, think about the customer's experience and work back. And that's really what we're trying to say in the first part of the book about customer experience, is that the complete job of today's marketer is to understand that the experience that a customer is having is going to judge the amount and when purchases are made, or votes are done, or whatever outcome marketing is trying to create. And if the experience isn't that rich, is not that engaging, is not that powerful, then it's not going to be a competitive advantage for you or your company. And understanding the dynamics of customer experience and the technology that's available and the methodologies that are available, that's really at the heart of this book.
Certainly Steve Jobs and Apple are a great example of a company that has competed on design and customer needs rather than on price. And in fact, you talk a lot in the book about the role that creative design is playing in organizations. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more on this and give us some other real-world examples.
Sure. I think in general, when most people think of design, they think of, prettying up a product or a package or an environment, a space. But today, design is really gone way outside the art room, if you will, and right into the C-suite. We have chief innovation officers, chief design officers, and the question is why? And it's because design has become central to customer experience and innovation. In fact, the CEO of Pepsi once said, I'm going to read this because I don't have it memorized, "Market growth alone doesn't give you enough total wind. You have to create your own. And the only way to do that is by designing products that wow them being customers, not just in the way that they looked, but in every aspect of what they buy so it all delights them." So truthfully, every product has morphed into a fully designed and integrated experience, and that experience is what we call customer experience. And design is essential to being able to construct that from the first moment to the last moment across the entire customer experience. And an example is one that many of us do every morning. You can think of your cup of coffee, if you're a coffee drinker, and coffee, there's the coffee itself, but there's so much more to the coffee. There's the cup that it's in the top. Does the top fit on it? And the barista, do they know you? Do they remember your drink? Did they make it right? Is the line long or short? Does the Wi-Fi work? Is there a mobile app payment that I can just swipe when I'm at the point of sale? And does it collect my loyalty points right there? Does it send me the company send me interesting texts that give me offers about the drinks I'd like, or are they irrelevant offers that they send me that don't reflect any knowledge of who I am? Do they let me live out my values by buying fair trade coffee options or not buying fair trade coffee options, whatever my point of view on that is? So design has become part of our whole strategy. It is everything from how our getting into the heads of our customers to even think beyond the product, like what are they really looking for? Is going to the coffee really about the espresso, or is it about relaxing or having a moment of sophistication in a life that doesn't always feel that way, or a place of connection with other, or what is it and how can we deliver that to our customer? One other quick example, and there's a great TED Talk on this, is a guy named Doug Dietz, who for, I think, 20 years was creating all kinds of medical device and equipment for GE. And one of the things he worked extensively on are MRIs. And he once observed a child going into an MRI screaming and being so afraid of going into the MRI all by themselves. And once he realized that, he said, oh my God, let's rethink this experience. And they created a whole set of adventures in the form of MRIs, space rockets and pirate ships. And they got kids all excited to go into the MRI and have this moment, this experience, so that they didn't need sedation. That's called design. That's how design really changes an experience in a dramatic way. So the power of design is something that we really can't underestimate.
And both good examples, and clearly it's not about the coffee, it's about the connectivity. And we're going to talk about that some more over the next couple of days. That's all our time for today's segment. More information about the digital marketer can be found online. In the meantime, please join us tomorrow for the next segment of our week-long series focusing on the digital marketer. And for our latest schedule of upcoming Think Global webcasts, subscribe to us with any of the links below and bookmark this page. All of our previous episodes can be found right here at thinkglobal.com/webcast. And thanks for watching.